The INFJ personality type, which accounts for 1-3% of the population, is thought to be the rarest of the 16 Myers-Briggs personality types. INFJs are characterized as counselors with compassionate personalities. Although it may be challenging to meet one in person, there are INFJs online that are working hard to leave their impact on the world if you know where to search. Many INFJs and introverts in general are driven to entrepreneurship because it gives them the freedom to work on projects they are passionate about and determine their own hours and working conditions. A personality test like the MBTI can disclose some of the traits that make up your fundamental personality, but it shouldn't be used to label yourself or restrict your personal development. When I first learned about my personality type, I was 16 years old, and it was one of the turning points of my adolescence. I've consistently received an INFJ rating ever since. INFJs are frequently dreamers with a plan because of our judging function. We make strenuous efforts to achieve our lofty aspirations for ourselves and the world around us. I also consider myself to be a realistic idealist. However, there are several difficulties that are particular to INFJs. One is that we probably don't fit the stereotype of the business personality. We are compassionate and sensitive people who prefer to assist others over consider ways to profit from them. The INTJ or ENTJ are often better at managing resources, competing with others, and making judgments based on objective logic. However, INFJs can make fantastic business owners, can make a solid living while performing worthwhile work. But it's crucial that they maintain their concentration, maximize on their own abilities, and set up definite boundaries. Here are 7 ideas to help you do that. How to succeed as an INFJ business owner. 1. Make use of your listening abilities. You're probably already a fantastic listener because you're an introvert. When I was younger, if I thought the other person wasn't really listening to what I had to say, I would become irritated or defensive. Today, I'm more laid back. It's one of the benefits of being older, and I make an effort to remain composed and adult in debates that can include strongly opposing viewpoints. Make it a point to demonstrate to your clients and consumers how attentive you are to their needs when it comes to business. The other person is considering hiring you, whether you're a life coach, a freelance writer, or whatever else, not because you're an introvert, but rather because you might be able to assist them find a solution. For a thorough understanding of your customers' problems, use your listening and observational skills. It fosters a relationship with your consumer and aids in the development of a successful solution. 2. Don't sell yourself or your goods too cheaply. We INFJs are aware of our creativity and steadfast adherence to our core ideals. Because of our empathic and compassionate nature, we are sensitive and generous with our time. Having said that, running a business is not the same as operating a nonprofit. Having a portion of your profits go toward helping a cause you believe in is a good way to combine giving back to society or your community. When creating a budget and making plans for your everyday living costs, don't be too philanthropic. Although having a roof over your head and not stressing out over a perennially little bank account may not matter to our souls when we leave this earth, they do go some way toward ensuring your financial and mental stability. Don't undersell your goods or services. Instead, determine the price you need to make it through the day. Do you worry about pricing because you don't think you deserve to make more money? Or because if you raise your costs, the people who need your help the most won't be able to pay it? Consider the cost to you if you kept your rates that low indefinitely, or, in certain situations, for free. Is it worth the exhaustion and financial anxiety? Strive to strike a balance between your tendency to give and your financial priorities. 3. Develop the confidence to refuse. The author Claire Wilde advises beginning to say no to requests. that you might otherwise feel obligated to accept. When you run your own business, you learn to manage your time really well. You probably have a never-ending list of things to accomplish, and if you don't get them done, your financial situation will suffer. There may be a lot of circumstances that, rather than being things you genuinely say yes to, feel more like responsibilities. It will definitely take some experience for INFJs to get acclimated to the idea that you can refuse an offer and stand your ground. Do your friends or family members, for instance, frequently interfere with your business endeavors? When you think about some of the events in your life that you regard to be obligations, take a moment or two to center yourself and notice how your body actually feels. Then consider how you could achieve greater balance in your life by setting apart the time required for work-related activities, while still making time for social and family gatherings. Life is too short to sacrifice your own goals and aspirations in order to fulfill those of others. 4. Recognize when to back off. Emotionally, INFJs have a tendency to be emotional sponges due to their empathy. When someone is going through pain or difficulty in their lives, we simply understand it. Have you ever caught yourself unwittingly absorbing other people's emotions? Someone might spend an hour venting to you about work-related concerns. Even when the individual feels much better after the session, you find yourself feeling the stress and anxiety that the person just expressed with you in addition to being exhausted. You need to step back at moments like this. Visualize a line separating your emotional reality from that of the other person. Even in business, knowing when to back off can be beneficial, particularly if you catch yourself feeling envious of others' success while publicly applauding them on it. As a result of the unfavorable criticism you've heard, you can also start being particularly hard on yourself. Everyone makes mistakes, and we all have the opportunity to grow and learn from them. 5. Recognize when to back off. Via way of social media. The detrimental consequences of social media have received increased attention in recent years. How sociable is it truly if it makes us feel more stressed out and anxious than actual, genuine friendship? The idea that social media is a highlight reel is another crucial thing to bear in mind. It's easier to keep in mind that social media only presents a skewed or condensed version of reality when you're conscious of the fact that you're only seeing the greatest moments of other people's lives on their page. Social media no longer provides entrepreneurs with the same return on investment for their businesses as it once did. Think about putting more effort into your website and email marketing campaigns. The same methods that worked yesterday might not perform as effectively today because social media rules and algorithms change regularly. You want to be able to more easily connect and communicate with your customers and followers. 6. Avoid attempting to please everyone. Although the INFJ entrepreneurs I know are all very multi-talented, they occasionally lack focus. After all, how can someone who is equally interested in multiple things choose which career or passion to pursue? When you are able to set goals that you are committed to accomplishing, entrepreneurship becomes much easier to handle. It aids in simplifying matters so that you may maximize the utilization of your time and resources. Avoid attempting to save or be everything to everyone at once. Choose a skill that you excel at, enjoy doing, and that people will pay you for. List your motivations for starting a business and your vision for it. You'll make huge progress in terms of getting things done if you can concentrate. 7. Pick your team members wisely. Last but not least, choose your collaborators wisely. Working and collaborating with people who share our beliefs is good for INFJs. There will be those that have no problem taking corners or promising more than they ever mean to provide in order to make a sales page pop and attract customers. INFJs have a strong sense of dedication to our work. Being a perfectionist or a procrastinator is not the point. It's because by doing what we do, we are giving of ourselves. Anything less just doesn't feel right. INFJ business owners, there is a lot for everyone to get right in order to run a successful company. We have special strengths, but these strengths also have special potential weaknesses. We must protect the resources we need for success, such as our time, money, and capacity for setting boundaries. Our ultimate goal is to aid others, therefore learning to safeguard these will help us do that.